Good morning, children. Welcome back to your social science class. Chapter 1. Let's know the history. Part 2. Our first topic is coins. Let us see some image of old coins. This is the first image of old coins. Here different type of coins is shown to you. See the another image of a coin. Let us see some more image also. Again one more image of a coin. Let us see one more. Again one more image of coin is shown to you. Again one more image. Now let us learn about these coins in detail. Coins are also important source to know about history. We get about name of a king, his religion, culture and time from these coins. Means coin also give us information about history. From this coin we comes to know that which king has ruled, what was his name, his religion. Religion means the belief in a god, in a particular god, in which religion he believes. Culture means the custom or idea or belief, etc., of a particular society or a country. In either you can say Sanskruti. All such things about matters we gets from this coin only. Mark coins of 5th century have been found in India, which is oldest coin. Other than this, gold, silver, copper, coins of Greek kings, modern age, Gupta age have been found. Panchmark coins are the oldest coins which was found by our historian. Even the coins of gold, silver and copper were also found of a Greek kings, Mauryan age and Gupta age. Now let us see the image of Panchmark coins, Greek kings coins, Mauryan age and Gupta age. The image of Panchmark coins. Now let us see one more image of Panchmark coins of 5th century. See one more image of Panchmark coins, the coins which are oldest and found in India in 5th century. Now let us see the coins of Greek kings. Here the coins of Greek king is also shown to you. Now let us see the coins of Mauryan age. See the coins which were used at Mauryan time, means Mauryan age. Now let us see the coins of Gupta age. The image of coins of Gupta age. Now let us move further. They give us information about social, religion, economic and political structure of that state. Means all such coins give us the information about social, religion, economic and political structure of that particular state, of that particular king. Let us move the next topic, that is students studying history, archaeologist, historian and traveler. History means information given by archaeologists about past of human society on base of researches. History means information which archaeologists has given to us about the past life of human on the basis of our society and researches. Now let me tell you first, archaeologists are someone who study the building tools and other objects of a people who lived in a past. They go to the ancient place and dig out the house, coins, brick, stone, implement, sample of food, bones of man and animals, etc. Means these historians go to the ancient place and do researches over there, and whatever even they find like coins, brick, bones, etc., then they study on that and make us aware about the past culture of man of that time. Study them and make us aware about the culture of a man of that time. Means they used to study about them and they make us aware about the culture, means Sanskriti of the past of that time, means past life. Now let us move further. Has been wandering from one place to another since ancient times. Many traveler has been visited other country to know life of a people. Man used to go from one place to another in place since the ancient times, and many traveler has used the other country and note their lifestyle, food, attire of the people over there. From the traveler details of such travelers, we get information about the history and culture of a country. From these travelers, we get the history of and a culture of a particular country or a state, as because the traveler used to travel and they used to note down their lifestyle, food, attire, everything in detail, and we get to know about the country or a state by this. The researches of an archaeologist and historian give us glimpse of a great civilization which flourished in northwest region on bank of river Indus. Means the researches which has been done by archaeologists give us the information about civilization. Civilization means a society has its own highly developed culture and a way of its life. Either you can say Viksit Sanskruti. Glipsim means glipsim of great civilization. First, glipsim means a very quick and not complete view of somebody or a something. Either you can say jhalak. Flourished in the northwest region of bank of river Indus. Flourish means to develop in a successful way. Either you can even say palna fulna. And in northwestern region on the bank of river Indus, means these all things were archaeologists has found all such things on nearby the bank of river Indus. In India, many cities exist more than 4500 years ago. In the same way, it can also be known that many cities developed on the bank of river Ganga and nearby about 25 years ago. Means the city which exists more than 45 years ago has been also found by the archaeologists, and some cities are also developed nearby the Ganga river which are around 25 years ago. All these tools give us information about custom, food attire, technology and the culture of people of that time. These tools give us the information about custom means rivaj, food attire means clothes, and technology. Technology means the scientific knowledge or equipment that need for a particular industry or firm. Culture of a people of that time, which give us the information about the culture of a people of a past human life. By exploring many cities and villages, they give us information regarding cotton, barley, wheat. Even the historian also gave us the information about the agriculture of the past life. Besides this, they have also given us information about animals of that time. Even the historian has also given about about information of for animals of that time. Archaeologists are the scholar who study about the past. They categorize the tools found, do researches, collect data from manuscript, document, archive, and then surprise them in a rigorous way. Archaeologists and historians bring past to life. As I told you first, archaeologists are the person who study about the past life. They used to make us aware about the past life, as whatever they have found, either it is manuscript, document, archive, whatever they used to find bone, they used to categorize them and keep them safe in temple, museum, archive with a great careful. Archaeologists are an historian bring past to life. They used to bring past life in a present time. Now let us see the image of archives. See, this is the National Archive of India. Here all the document manuscript has been preserved. All the things like manuscript, coins, everything has been preserved in this National Archive of India. Let us move to the next topic, that is name of land. We know our country by two names, India and Bharat. The word India is derived from Indus, which called Sindhu in Sanskrit. As we know that our country has two names, India and Bharat. The word India is derived. Derived means to get something. You can even see that किसी से कुछ प्राप्त करना. From Indus, which is called Sindhu in Sanskrit. In Sanskrit, it is called Sindhu. People of ancient Iran and Greece were familiar with Indus River. They came into contact with the region 26 years ago. People of ancient Iran and Greece were knowing about this Indus River, and they came in to know about this region 2600 years ago. The Iranians call the Indians Indus River, Hindus, and the people of Greece call Indus. They knew the east bank of river as India. Iranian means the people who live in Iran. As we stay in India, we are called Indians. In the same way, Iran people are called Iranians. They call Indus River as Hindu, and Greece people call as Indus. They call east bank of river as India. They were knowing about the east bank of river India. We know about the name Bharat from Rigved. Rigved is an ancient Indian collection of Vedic Sanskrit hymns. A group of people named Bharat came to settle in the northwestern India. There was a group who came and settled in the northwestern part of India, and their group name was Bharat. It is from their name that our country come to know as Bharat. This group is also mentioned in the earlier work of Sanskrit, that is Rigved. From that group name, our country name also got the name Bharat, and it is mentioned in Sanskrit language in Rigved. Let us move to the next topic, that is deadline. Time is very important in history. Even time is also important to know about the history. Event can be written along with the time and place. Event or an incident can be written with the time and place, so that we can know about the event on which date it occurred. We can relate the time with date, month, year, such as July 20, 2018 Friday. By the time and date, we get to know that event or incident that has happened on this particular date only. As per it, time is associated with the birth of Jesus Christ. The birth of Jesus Christ, founder of Christianity, has associated with the deadline. We can even differentiate the year and a time by the birth of Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity. Let us first see the image of Jesus Christ. See the image of Jesus Christ, the person who the one who was the founder of Christianity. Now let us move further. We call it Anno Domini with AD, which means year after the birth of Jesus Christ. Example, 2000 AD means 2000 year after the birth of Jesus Christ. Even we have seen in many books that after the year AD is written, AD means year after the birth of Jesus Christ. For example, 2000 AD means the year after the born of Jesus Christ. Similarly, BC, before Christ, means year before the birth of Jesus Christ. Example, 2000 BC, 2000 year before birth of Jesus Christ. As we have seen in many books, BC is also written, means year before the birth of Jesus Christ. Let us see the image which clarify the BC and AD. However, over the down it is done date line showing AD and BC. Between one arrow is given the birth of Jesus Christ. Before that BC is written, and after that AD is written. Let us move further. Often is written as CE instead of AD and BEC written instead of BC. We have seen sometimes CE is also written instead of AD and BEC is also written instead of BC. CE means common era, while BEC means before common era. CE means common era, which means a method of numbering year which refers of a period time that begins after the birth of Jesus Christ. And BCE means before common era, which means a method of numbering year which refer to the period of time that begins before the birth of Jesus Christ. As Christianity is associated with the most nation of our world, we use the same date line in India as in many nation. As many nation is also is using BC and AD, so we Indian also use the same AD and BC after the year, which shows us the time period, that this time period belongs to before the birth of Jesus Christ, and this time period shows or clarifies that it is after the birth of Jesus Christ. In many cases, the word BP is also used, which means before present. Sometimes we have seen BP is also written, which means before the present, means which present time is there before that. Now let us do the last one, that is point to remember. BC, before Christ, AD, Anno Domini. Both are the Greek word which means in the year of a god. Example 2018 AD. Stone inscription, an inscription carved on stone. Bridge bark, thin inner layer of a tree named bridge on which ancient texts were written. These were points to remember. You have to remember this point. Over here, our first chapter finished. That was let's know the history. We got the information about our past, means about Indian history.